Howdy, friendos! I'm Crazy Jason, and welcome to my wacky emporium, baby. And Viary number 5, 6, 7, I don't know. But it'll all come out in the wash, that's for sure. Let me get to the announcements first. I'm putting my weekly roundup on hiatus for a little while. A few weeks, whatever. And that way I can concentrate on all of these other videos that I have been dying to do for the past couple of weeks. Like, for instance, the top 20 Blu-rays that I just did. And I've got the Q&A coming up very soon, like within the next few days. I'll be doing the video wherein you ask the questions. And, you know, I've got another top video coming. It's going to be a top 10. Drum roll, please. My top 10 HD DVDs. That's right. It's a dead format, but I've got a lot of great titles in there, and I don't know. I just enjoy doing these top videos. They're fun. I don't know. What can I say? I love to watch them. I love to do them. By the way, thanks to all of you guys for your great comments on that video, and especially to all you guys that have done video responses and that are going to do video responses, because I really enjoy getting video responses. I always make sure to watch them, comment on them. I don't know, I enjoy that kind of shit. So, alright, what else? Oh, I have a ton of movies I want to talk about this week, but I have to cut it short because I've done this thing like 4 times already. We're losing light, we're losing light. It's nearly magic. It's magic hour now, you know. We could, once that sun goes over the horizon, I fucking talk about the same thing every time. Alright, so, I saw The Human Centipede. It's on Netflix Instant Watch, FYI, if you want to watch it. That's one of those movies that I had decided not to watch, but then I did. You know, just the natural human curiosity took over. Here's the nice surprise about that movie. The German actor who played the doctor, the crazy doctor, he was awesome. Like, I would love to see him in a similar role in a different movie. I don't really have, I don't have much against this movie. I don't mind gore. I like gore, gore effects, or, what can I say? I mean, you guys know I'm not a sick bastard, because I know there's a lot of gore hounds out there. So, sometimes you like seeing some good gore, But this wasn't really gore. This was nasty. You know what I mean? And I don't really like seeing the mouth sewn through the asshole and, shit coming through. I don't know. I just don't want to see it. And frankly, I was like a kid. I was standing in the door frame, just looking at the edge of the television, and I was kind of walking in a little circle back and forth. Very childlike. That's one of the perks of living by yourself, is that you can behave as a child. But I don't know, it was good. What can you say? It was a human fucking centipede, man. Alright, I saw X-Men at the theater. And here's the thing, I think I already talked to you guys about that, didn't I? That's why I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, because in this moment I'm not remembering, and I'm about to upload this, like, right now. But I give it a solid B. What weights it down are mediocre special effects, in my opinion, or middling, not on the level of what you would expect from a summer tentpole movie of a large franchise, but still it was good. Solid film. So I'm rushing through that fast because I think I've talked about it. Here's what I really want to recommend to you guys this week. The Browning version. It's a Criterion release of a British film from the early 50s with Michael Redgrave. And I remember I talked to you guys about Night of the Iguana and how much that affected me, but I think it was on one of the early Viaries that I had to take down. So I'm going to go ahead and say Night of the Iguana, also way up there, highly recommended. But what I'm going to talk about is the Browning version. Basically, it's a very simple story. It's about the schoolmaster who's having to retire from his, it's an all-boys school, and he's having to retire because of health problems. Added to which his marriage is falling apart, and the thing is, nobody likes him. all of his students hate him because he's very strict, he's rigid, he's not a very sociable person. They think he's mean, but really it's all about everybody. You know what it's all about to me is that everybody is human. Everyone has the same feelings on the inside, you know? It's extremely touching film. Basically, you know, he has the student, one student that likes him, and the student is making he's making an effort to be kind to this man, and he gives him this parting gift. And that scene, and you know, I read afterwards it had the same effect on everybody, but that scene, that had the tear coming down. I mean, there was just, and it was so subtly. Now I know I rant about subtle acting, but that's new subtle acting in indie films because the actors can't really act and display emotion. But in this film, man, that scene, it got to me. I was actually watching it in the bedroom. I actually sat up in bed and was just riveted from that moment on until the end of the film. Man, I mean, it's just one of those simple stories, but the thematic elements are so deep. It just get right to the core of the human condition. I cannot recommend it enough. If you've lived life, like I said about Night of the Iguana, you know, if you've had some pain and suffering, if you've been out there on your own and you've had to struggle, and I mean, I don't know, even if you haven't, it's just, I don't know, it's just humanity. It's just, that's it, folks. Obviously, it goes on my wish list, along with a bunch of other criterions. I hate it when my wish list grows out of proportion, you know, and there's things that I can't get everything, so it drives me crazy, because it is a movie that I would watch over again, that's for sure. So anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up. We're running on 7 minutes here. I've talked about my plans, I've talked about some films, and yeah, so look for those videos to be coming all within the next week. Q&A, top 10 HD DVDs. And if you have any recommendations for the Q&A, tell me now. Like, I don't know, because I've never done one. If you're a veteran of Q&As and you want to give me some tidbits, put your 2 cents in, feel free. Well, that'll do her. I'm Krazy Jason, and you've been in my Wacky Emporium, baby.